Okay, so now that the app is working nicely, we can set a price on there, and then we can actually buy products. We can buy 2 products, and I can change the price again to 5.25 for instance, and I can say let's buy 2 products, buy that. So you can see that's working quite nicely. So what we want to do now, I want to refactor the code. So currently all the code is all in one file. That's the wrong one. So if we go in here, you'll see that all our logic currently is sitting in our web app. So what we want to do, we want to move our data into a different function, and then ultimately we want to move that into a different module, into a separate JavaScript file. So what I'm going to start off with is just create a function in here, which I'm going to call shop for now. So this is going to be a factory function, and what we need to do in our factory function is the following. So we need to be able to set the price, and then what we want to do is we also want to be able to buy a product. So let's see, so those are the 2 basic functions we want to start off with. So what are we going to do is these variables we have is grand total and current price. So the thing I want to do with them is move them into my factory function. So do that, and then what I need to do is to create my set price function. So now we're going to come here and we're going to say set price, and we're going to say in here we're going to say price. So if I do this, set price, and then I want to say current price is equal to price, and then what I want to do when I buy, so for my buy function, what I need to do, function buy. So what I want to do is I'm going to pass in the quantity of how many products we are buying, so QTY, and then I'm going to have this logic ahead here downstairs for grand total, Control C. I want to move this up to here, and then I want to do that. So what I can do now is grand total, so see grand total, and then grand total, red. Okay, so let's see now. So now we have our factory function. So what we want to do now is we're going to start using our factory function. So instead of when I'm setting the price, I want to call the set price function, and when I buy something, I'm going to call the buy function. So what I need to do now is I need to create the instance of my factory function, which I'm just going to call shop. I'm going to say shop here like that, and then what we're going to do here is when I'm buying something, we're going to say here that we are saying shop dot buy, and then we're going to say what we are buying, delete that, and now here we're going to say shop dot set price. I know when I'm buying, I did this the wrong way around. Okay, when I'm setting the price, here I need to say set price, and down here when I buy, I want to say shop dot buy, and here we're going to say QTY. Okay, so we're not really having much less code here currently, but what we currently do have is that we have our shop function, our factory function we create to instantiate the instance, and then when we set the price, I set the price, and then I buy, I buy. So let's see what happens. So if I go back to my app, okay, current price is undefined. So just immediately when we refresh, you'll see there's a problem. So what's now happening here is that when we render our home page, we see the current price and the grand total used to be a global. Now it sits inside of the shop. It's no longer in scope. So what we actually do need is on our shop factory function, we need a function that will return the data so we can display it on the screen. So what I will do is I will create a settings function that will return the shop's current data. So what I'll do here is function settings, do that, and then what I will do, I'll return current price, and I also return the grand total. And then what I need to do here downstairs is I can now say here shop dot settings, I need to call that function, and what this will do, this will return me an object for settings here, and this data will be sent into the template and everything should be working. So let's see. Refresh now. Okay, that looks better already. If I set the price to 12, okay, and I buy 3 products, 36. Okay, so things are working well now. What I want to do now is I want to move my shop factory function into a new separate file and create a module. So what I need to do for that is I'm going to save that. We'll see it will fail now, saying it doesn't know what shop is. So what I want to do now is create a new file. So I'm going to say shop. I need to be careful where I'm creating the file. So it don't need to be there. Let me be on this level. So if I go here, I'm going to say shop.js. Okay, so that's a new file. I'm going to say module.exports equal function. So now I put that in there. Okay, what I actually want to do is I just want to paste what I had before. So now we have module.exports function. What I can do now in index.js, I can go back. I can say const shop, which is a factory function, require in the current folder shop. Then I save that. Let's see if there's any errors. So now there's no more errors. We know what shop is. Let's just see. If we refresh that, I set that to 35, set the price. If I buy 2, I expect 70. So that's all working. So as you can see now in our index.js web app file, less code now. We have our factory function instance that we're creating here, importing it here, going to shop.js, you see that we export the function, and note here that I can actually take this away. I can take the actual name here away and it will still be running. I can refresh my app and I can set this to 25, set the price, and I can do 2 here, buy this, and you see that it's all still working. So that's how you create a module. And now our web app is much simpler and it's only working capturing data from the request body, and we send that into our factory function, and the same with buy. And you can see the trick we did here for settings. So even the default route that's rendering the data is much cleaner. So I hope that helps you to understand how you can go about creating routes and how to use them inside of ExpressJS.